Need crew up right now, cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. First I pull up, hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm two up right now. Two up right now.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Here we go. Go ahead.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now McKinnon. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try to run with McKinnon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He's going to get it running right. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
13.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Janikowski good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out to kick is Janikowski. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And give him a gain of 37.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And a solid run down inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Over.
Here's Ty Montgomery, former star at nearby Stanford. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down.
Detroit! Now let's go!
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Open man here is Scott, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Watch it now, Barney! Over!
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They run it with McKinnon, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
12.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. They're able to find Garcon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Niner 1st down. Garoppolo to Garcon. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hurry up. 13. That's tight. Tight is right. 11. Go ahead.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. He gets this one to Garcon. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this.
21.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Garoppolo now, 9 of 11 passing in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Here's McKinnon. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Jackson now. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, to get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Throwing is Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson to the right side and complete to Hurst. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And his pass, incomplete. Chris Moore was the intended target. And it's 3rd and 5.
Just work with me a second here because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun on third down, Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and goal, Collins. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Garoppolo on first down. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. 5th catch of the game for him there. Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Caught left side, Garcon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Airing it deep for Garcon. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Pierre Garcon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Out to kick is Janikowski. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Gets around him. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Watch it now, Barney!
On 2nd down, Collins. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front, they got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Jackson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. On first down, Garoppolo steps away to his left, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now a handoff looking right. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Garoppolo now. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Garoppolo to throw. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Here's Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Out to kick is Janikowski. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And some room to work. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Eric Armstead coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Jackson operating from the gun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout,
because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
11. Go ahead.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. Janikowski adds the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And off comes to Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Operating from the gun. Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Solomon Thomas in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. Garoppolo looking to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Frank Clark, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Niners on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 19.
11. Go ahead. Go get him.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open, that is Pettis. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Like 20, like 80. Hey, go.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. He's going to launch this thing. And this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
31 yards there and a first down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that
one. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. This is Breida. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.